back to another video, guys. Today we're actually heading down to New London County to the Waterford Speedbowl for the Monaco Modifieds Belltown 100. Right now we're at the Speedway, about to head out. Rusty Wallace Racing Experience is going on, so that started up this morning. We're gonna hit the road now and head down to Waterford Speedbowl. Made it to the New London Waterford Speedbowl. Just pulled in a little while ago. Gates are already open for the tri-track series. This video, I'm actually going to tell you guys how much it costs to run our tour modified for an event like this. So towing the trailer down, pit entry, everything. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you what it costs. Once I figure out how many guys are actually showing up, I'll be able to put all the numbers together. But we just entered the pit area. It's $57 to get in the pits today. So in the corner, I'll put the number of how many guys we have times 57, and that's how much it is to enter the pit area today. So we're gonna go through a day of tour modified racing and what the expenses are to get this car on track. Hey look, it's me just in Waterford Speedbowl form. The guy that cleans off the track. Their pace car looks a little more clean than ours, in better shape. Doesn't have the Cletus wall tap on the side. Track facts about Waterford. It is a 3/8 mile track, so a little bigger than Seekonk. We're actually running a very similar rear gear, so it's similar in I guess drive off bags. I don't know. We just have the same gear in the car. Might not be the correct thing, but it worked out last time. The track was, I believe, started in 1951, so it's pretty old track. Has 10 degrees of banking in the corner. We'll go check that out. It's kind of interesting that the banking goes up and then just tapers off to a level. That's a little drastic, but it tapers off to a more level surface where you can't really get the car up on that. They got that double blower action. I don't know how I feel about it. People always tell us how we should get one, but I don't know. It's kind of just takes up more space in the garage. Does a good job, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. But yeah, like I said, this is 10 degrees of banking. Holy crack in the ground. My Lanta. I can fit my fist in that thing. That'll be a nice little speed bump. Yeah, this track, the racing surface is pretty old. It used to be modifieds would be down on the white line on the bottom of the track and wrap that around the corner. You're more towards this dashed line now, so it's kind of moved up, maybe even towards this white line on the top. Like I was saying, this is 10 degrees of banking, but then at this white line here, the track just kind of levels off. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but if you get your right rear or the right side of the car above this, the car just kind of takes off into the wall, which that happened to me last year in the Consi, because I tried to drive in really hard on the outside and just got up over this white and the car just spun out on me. I've raced here quite a few times actually in different divisions. I started, first time I ever raced here was in a mini stock actually. That was definitely an experience. And my first race in a modified was here in the SK Light division, so that was pretty cool. Raced here for probably 8 races or so. Did decent, good learning experience. Then I raced an SK here a couple times, and then in the past few years the tour type modified. Last year we ended up not the best. I think I got caught up in an accident. I was up to 10th, then caught up on an accident on a restart. So we're hoping for a little better outcome today. A very interesting track. It could be 2 grooves. There's not much of a straightaway. You do kind of apex it where you drive out to the wall and you almost turn right down off the wall. But excited to be here. Monaco Ford, a big sponsor of mine. They have a dealership right down the road in Niantic, Connecticut, so kind of like a home track for them. Yeah, we'll see how today goes. The weather is actually pretty good. It's supposed to rain. They're trying to forecast rain all week for Saturday. Turned out it's beautiful out right now. We're actually gonna head up to the Hoosier tire trailer to get our tires. Oh my gosh. This hole's as big as my foot. Look at this. I could fit my foot in that one. That's crazy. Yeah, so there is a straightaway and then you come right back down. You kind of drive past where you think you would turn and stay up the track. Very, very unique track. Was really good for modifieds a couple years ago. We'll see how it is today. And one unique thing about this track, just like Seekonk was, there is no infield pitting because the track's so small. So when you have to get off the track to pit, there's actually a gate on the backstretch that you take a hard right off of. That's where we'll be pitting during the race. So you actually have to pull off the track in order to get into the pit area for your pit stops. I'm gonna show you guys the expenses of running a tour type car for one race down there into the state from Stafford Springs to New London, Connecticut. I'll show as much as I can throughout the day. There's a lot that goes to tour type racing. I'm gonna try to share that with all of you today. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It's a beautiful day for racing. Tow-mater. Mags would be pumped. Sawyer likes tow-mater too. This one's cool, it's white. I like the white cars. Theirs look like they're in better shape. Let's check out the interior. Oh shoot, that one's way too nice to be here full time. Oh yeah, it's got it ready. It's registered. That's someone's truck they use all the time. One challenging part that Waterford always has to deal with is the water. So just like Seekonk, this track is actually recessed from where the grandstand parking lot area is. So a lot of the water actually has to flow through the track into their drainage system and then out the backside. So it's a very difficult challenge that they've had to deal with for a long time. Not really an easy way to go about that. Looks like the track's definitely dry enough. No, there's still some standing water, but it's in the infield, so that's fine. We're way down here, right next to Anthony. Oh, we already got our tires. I didn't think the tire corral was open yet.
Fatback waves to me as we're walking in, and he was getting ready to make a rude comment.
Rude, Alex.
Leave it in.
All right, Alex is measuring tires up. Alex, how many tires did we get today?
What are you doing?
Too many.
7.
We got 7 tires today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So we're just mounting those up on our wheels. Or we're allowed to get 9, but I only purchased 7 because we have 2 left over from the GAF Mod Masters race that we didn't complete a single lap in. We won't count these ones on today's expenses. We'll just count those 7. Tires are $270 a piece. We got 7 of those totals right there. Add that to expense number 2 of the day. We won't count the rims. That's all part of the team expense, right? I have a estimation of what it costs to actually run this car, engine, chassis, everything we put on it. per lap, so I'll include that as well. Just sizing up all the tires, getting ready for practice. So I wanted to show you guys what was actually broken on this car. So if you remember, we originally thought it was the crank trigger. So when I took up the engine, Don Rad Auto Machines, he thought it was this box here, the ignition control. So I replaced the ignition control, replaced the distributor so we could eliminate the crank trigger. This, I'll put the prices in the video, but so I replaced this and didn't order this because this never goes bad, right? Change it all over, go to fire it up, and it still won't work. So it was the coil the entire time that was bad. Luckily, Todd had this one upstairs to use. I did order another one because in the directions it says, do not mount it like that because oil will leak out unless you order the high vibration one. So we do have this in case that acts up again. The other one did last like 4 years, so I'm hoping this one will be fine for today. But in order to get here, we had to replace the entire ignition system. So I'm going to add that to the expenses for today's list.
How about now?
We got our 5 race tires picked out. So Alex, why'd you choose these 5 and not the one from the other 2 that are also available? What's the reasoning?
Because these match each other and it'll give us exactly what we need.
So these tires, when he says match each other, the size of the tire itself. So we'll have 2 of the same right sides about, it looks like we're at, I don't know, 2, a scribbled out 3/8 to 5/8. So two of those for the right side, and our spare change tire will also be similar in size. We're hoping our spare tire is that same size after a heat cycle. We're gonna run those 5 tires for our tire scuff, which then sets the heat race. We'll run them 4 for the heat race, and we'll have 1 change tire for the race. So those will be our 5 race tires. Good news with the ignition, we were able to save the other ignition box itself. It was good, so we'll use that as a spare. And then our other distributor also is still good. So now those are in the trailer as spares. So some good news out of changing all the electrical and finding it was just 1 coil. Practice is starting up in about an hour, and we'll see how the car is. Just wrapped up practice. We ran 39 laps. I think we went out 4 times or so. One of them, someone blew up in front of us lap 2, so we pulled off. But 39 total laps. So this is the expenses of practice: fuel, tires, engine time, everything. So that's the total there. Overall, the car was pretty good. It was really stable. We were 25th in time out of 32. A lot of people bolted on 2 sets of tires. Yeah, we're happy with it. We'll bolt on our sticker set for the mock run, and we'll see how that goes. We ran a 14.9, which was about the same pace we had last time we were here. Hopefully we could pick up a couple tenths in the time trial run that sets the heat race.
So Dave, how do you think this is gonna go?
Alex asked me the other way.
How's this gonna go?
It's gonna, we're gonna be fast. For the first time this year, we're gonna gain 3 tenths in time trials.
All right.
Okay, sorry.
Anthony, how's your car gonna be?
Lying your followers.
Mr.
It's
Flannery?
gonna be way better than that 75.
All right.
Way better.
And what do you
Usually we're faster on,
Wow, I'm waiting.
yeah, you're way too close. We're faster on old tires, and when we put on stickers, it's not that good. Like, we're slower. It's still good, it's just we're slower. Today's the day we're gonna be faster. I have that feeling. All right, we just finished up the tire scuff. Alex, what did I tell you over online? What did I tell you we were gonna do?
It was gonna be not be a bitch.
No. I said, how much faster did I say it was gonna go?
And I don't know.
2 tenths. You said I said I was gonna go 2 tenths faster. I went 2 tenths. I went 2 tenths faster. Okay.
Wow, proud of you.
Thank you. What was that?
What the leader pick up?
It's fine. The leader did good.
What's talking about his SK?
It's all right. Not that. He didn't run that. They run 9s. They run 9s. I ran a 7. Car was a little tight on the second lap out of 4, so we scrubbed off some speed. But overall, it was probably the most comfortable. It was wheat. Alex, did you or did you not put the spring rubber in?
We won.
Alex.
We won. It's a two-speed crash.
It's a Wii sport.
I won. He crashed.
You know what? Next time I win, I'm gonna say I did everything. I did everything. I am so amazing. That's what I'll say next time.
You're the 22nd most amazing person here. 5/10.
I'm leaving the trailer.
Come back.
Well,
Come back.
we ended up 22nd on the tire scuff charts at a 32, so not bad overall. Gained 2 tenths. Ran a 14.7. That puts us 8th in heat 1, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see. We'll make a couple of changes for the heat race. The heat race is 12 laps, I believe. We'll see how it is. Everyone makes a feature, so just really trying to work on the car.
Be ready. Be ready. Great. Never let go. Go in there, you're clear. Christopher, if you can see, I gotta switch batteries real quick.
So clear. Peak it even. Left rear clear. Clear to 1. He drives in underneath you and you're clear him on the exit. Clear all around. So clear.
Alright, I'm back. Right with you. 1. Coming to halfway this time, halfway. Use the hill, get a run and drive right under him.
Starting to free up a little bit.
Exciting news. Didn't wreck in the heat race. We did finish 8th. Car was a little free. Everyone qualifies, so just saving tires. Pretty warm out, so I got everyone some ice cream. I think I bought out the whole ice cream truck. Too hot out not to eat ice cream, so gonna go give this to the crew. Everyone got their ice cream. Everyone's happy. Just finished up the autograph session. It was great to see everyone that stopped by and said hi, that's been watching the YouTube video. So thank you guys. I appreciate that, all the kind words. I hope you guys are enjoying this one. We're just making a couple more changes to the car. We'll go check with Alex because I guess I've been telling the wrong changes. What's the changes?
He's even got a microphone. Driver. Stagger. We're gonna change the stagger, so we're close it up.
Why we change the stagger? What happened?
Well, because you'll be trying about lap 10. It's loose.
Is it? All right, did he screw up the tires?
No, because he's just babysitting.
Okay.
The tire guy did perfect.
Oh, the tire guy did perfect. Chris is playing tire guy today.
I did the hard tire guy. Not to pat myself in the back, but I did the hard part.
Yeah, well, typical Alex. Oh, I did all the work. Well, Alex is all about, it's not a Wii sport, it's all about David, so I did all the work, really, Alex. So yeah, making a stagger change. We swapped some spring rubbers around.
Some petrol.
I think that means we added fuel, so fuel, add that to expenses.
This is for Bonza.
That's Alex's nervous tick.
Bonza says he loves that sound. It's just so soothing to him.
So we'll be lining up for our feature soon, I think. They already had 2 features on track. We are the last 100 laps. We'll be starting pretty far back. Today,
Chris said he has a different shaft.
Zach was spotter today in practice, so thank you to Zach. Carson, what'd you do today?
You don't even
Actually,
watch
that
the
was an
video.
8.
No, I don't.
That was an 8.
I kind of, you know,
Carson,
just here.
Carson
Just a
helped
fan.
out the whole group here today, all 3 cars. 4 cars.
I'm just here for the ice cream, really.
Carson's just here for the ice cream. Just does everything with all the cars. Whenever someone needs a hand, he jumps right in. Chris Pluckinger on the fuel today, and Thomas, and my dad. How are we looking on fuel? What do we got for fuel? Do we need to conserve?
Well, so we're not in a crisis like last time, but
Okay.
minimum for us to make it to the end would be 8.3 inches. So Alex told me to just fill it.
Okay,
So
we're just filled up.
We're just up to 9.5.
And again,
Yeah.
we have a 18-gallon fuel cell.
Yep. So we got 18-gallon fuel cell, and we already burned 6.4, so
Okay.
24.4 gallons for the day.
So we're going to be at 24.4 gallons used at the end of the day.
Yep.
So 24.5 gallons of fuel used today. So here's the expense for that. It adds up quick. I mean, luckily I got some great sponsors on board that helped me through it all and help with all the expenses. We got Monaco Ford, Napa Auto Parts, Sonny's Place, Big Hoss USA. So to keep going and keep up with all these expenses, we have to have these big sponsors to get out to these races, and that's just part of the sport. Are we up here? No, we're way down here somewhere. Where are we? 22nd. All right.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you guys for watching this video today. Comment down below what you think of the perspective of expenses, and hopefully we make out of this race without any damage. With that, let's get to racing.
Take what you can get. It doesn't look like the track's going to allow for a ton of passing, so get what you can. Pace car is off. Be ready. Be ready. Gregory. Everyone's rolling. Still 2 by 2 behind you. Still in there. Another one in there. You have the 76 inside now, then you're clear. You got about 3 back. Clear. Yellow, 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 yellow. 1 spun down here, the front stretch. Be ready. Green. Everyone's rolling. Still in there. 11 with you. Still clear. Still out there even. Still there. Halfback 92, we're on the top, you're clear. Eleven's inside. Still in there. Clear behind him, clear behind him. Still there. Clear. Clear. Got 75 to go. Hang a left right here. Talk to me once you're in there. Lost all oil pressure.
Well, good news. Well, actually, there's no good news out of this situation. Yes, as you hear in the background, the race is still going on and we're not in it. I lost all oil pressure. It's unbelievable. It's awful luck with this car. I mean, we were still in 20th, but the car actually felt really good. I was picking people off here and there, just saving the tires. But we just can't catch a break with this car. It's one thing after another. So now it's engine. I mean, geez. At this point, we got to pull it out. I don't think I could get this thing worked on, and that's not in the budget for this year. Here's the budget for what this engine costs. Yeah, I don't think I could afford a complete rebuild or a new engine, unfortunately. That might be a off-season project. What's that now?
There is no longer a pulley on the oil pump.
The pulley came off?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I salvaged it.
Really tell without.
How does the pulley fall off? Well, that doesn't help. I guess the pulley fell off. Let's go take a look. If you see, ow, that's hot. Can you see that rod right there? There should be a pulley there. The pulley is no longer there. So maybe I shut it off in time. I mean, I saw the light blinking about entry to turn 1 and 2. Went to 0 and I shut it off 3 and 4. I mean, maybe, hopefully it wasn't on for too long. I just didn't see it. God dang. That's rough. I mean, I don't know. Very frustrating with this open car, tour car. I mean, it's a lot of fun to have. Nah, I'm lying to you guys. The thought of it's a lot of fun until we have to go racing and stuff breaks all the time. This is our 5th race of this car, and all 5 races this year we've had a problem. Oh well, we'll load it back up. At least we didn't wreck the chassis or parts or anything, so that's a plus. But we'll load it back up. Well, it's now 11 o'clock. Made it back to the track, back home again. Got home pretty early for racing. And we did leave before the feature was even over, so yeah. Shop looks pretty cool, all lit up, all the nice accent lights. When we rolled in, my dad had a flat right front on the rim, so had that to top off the day.
All right, Dave, tell me what you're doing right now.
Fix a flat. Tires down.
He's got to stay here tonight.
Even better.
How many people does it take?
We don't know where the nail is in the tire, but it's definitely flat.
Only the bottom. It's only flat on the bottom.
It's only flat in the bottom.
Well, Dave, why are you making this adjustment?
Well, we didn't get to practice pit stops today. We didn't make it that far in the race, so we figured we'd do this just to finish off the night when we get back home. He's a little short on stagger, so we figured we should add some fix a flat.
Thank you guys for watching today. I'm gonna go over now the total expenses to run this open car for one day down at New London Waterford Speedbowl. So keep watching as I go over all the expenses in one clip here, so it finalizes everything. And at the end, I'll show you guys how much we made for finishing dead P last. So I put together a whole spreadsheet here that you guys are gonna see. Let me pull it up now. Well, I put together the whole expenses for the Belltown Motors 100 down at Waterford Speedbowl. So there's a lot to it. We went over some in the video itself, but this is all of it broken down into one portion for you guys to look at. It starts off with the truck and trailer, insurance, taxes, everything like that. $500 per month is about what that is at, spread out between 5 races, because that's how many events we usually go to throughout 1 month. It's about $100 per race that we go to. Then you go down to the fuel for the truck to get there. I put $60 in the tank before we left, and we traveled 100 miles down back and forth. Food, drinks, ice for the cooler for the crew, $125. Then when we got there, pit fees. 6 people at the pit entrance fee of $57 is $342. Then we also had our 7 tires. That equals $1,890. And these 3 right here, these were the items that we needed to put into the car so we could actually get there and race. The ignition box, the harness, distributor, the coil, all of that. And that totaled $1,245. Then we have the race fuel for the day. Race fuel, 24.5 gallons. It's at, I believe the current price is $15. I might be wrong with that. I will double check. $15 is $367. And then these here are the per lap expenses. So I'm estimating it costs about $12.90 per lap when I run that. I'll show you how I got to that in a later point. So practice, we ran 39 laps, a total of 503. Then the tire scuff, the heat race, and then we get to the feature race itself, where we did only complete 27 laps, so it's not as high. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to say we ran all 100. So that changes that drastically, $12.90. And of course the ice cream, can't forget about that. So total expenses for running the entire race, because even though we didn't race all the laps, I'm still going to show the expenses for running 100 laps, because the race fuel, we estimated, we still purchased that fuel for 24.5 gallons, so that is an expense still. And I just wanted to show the complete expense for running a complete feature. How I got to the $12.90 per lap is up here. This winter is $12,000 to refresh the engine. $2,500 got put into the driveline and updates and other maintenance. Fluids is $300 per event. And then I estimate we have about 14 wheels for that car, and at $160 each, it equals $2,240. But I am saying all of this is good for about 10 races, besides the fluids, which is every single race. So this right here is the total of all these items divided by 10, so 1,800. And estimating we run about 150 laps, it's about $12.90 per lap. But then there is some income, which is good. Race winnings for dead last, $1,000. So it obviously pays better the better you do, so 1,200, 13, 14, 15, and so on. So you do get paid more based off your finish. Part of the deal with the Monaco Modified Series, if you pre-register, you get an owner's pass, so $57 pit entry fee got deducted, so take that out of the expenses. And then I started selling hats at the New England Race Fuel merchandise trailer, and I sold 2, so $70. So total income of $1,127. So that brings our expenses down to just about $5,000 to run that car at the end of the day. Obviously we had engine problems, so that's actually pulled out of the car already and gonna head up to Rad Auto Machine to get checked out. Luckily I don't think it's terminal. We actually found the pulley in the belt on the right front, like right behind. It was jammed into the tin work, so we still have it. That's good. But we won't include that. That's a different story. This is how much it costs to run a tour type modified with my operation. Obviously every single team's a different expense. We had 6 people there. I drove the trailer, so it's not like we're paying someone to drive the trailer. There's no rentals or anything like that. So there's a lot of different expenses that every other team might have. I would say my operation is probably on the lower budget, and we still spend a lot of money, and we just spent $5,000. But I would say I didn't buy the full allotment of tires. I have a pretty small crew. A lot of other teams have a lot more crew members. But I'd say we're mid-level for how many guys we have on the team and how much we're spending. There's a lot more people with larger engines, different chassis, paid crew chiefs, paid crew members. Luckily, all my crew is volunteer. They all help me out, which is awesome. Work for ice cream, I guess that's all they need. It's not fun to look at that number, $5,000, but it's a lot of fun when everything's running good and we get to get on track and have good finishes. Unfortunately, that didn't happen down in Waterford, but we're gonna see what we could do to get back on track. One way you guys could help is head to my website and order some merchandise. Not that I'm gonna sell enough shirts to buy an engine, that'd be pretty sweet. But maybe I could sell some shirts, some hats. This hat's actually on the website too, so head on over to my website, purchase some merchandise, get us back into tour type racing again. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you're enjoying this video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you at the races. Peace.